This show is brought to you by Manscaped. Use the code AFTV for 20% off your order and free shipping at manscaped.com. AFTV, we got Curtis here. Curtis, that was an impressive win by Arsenal in the manner of how we dominated the game, even though it was a hairy last 10 minutes. But I don't think anybody can deny that Arsenal deserved to win that game.
I'll tell you what, whoever rated that Jose Mourinho, I don't know why anyone ever wanted that.
Well, I'll tell people who rated that. See, I was trying to save you, but you were the one who's rated Jose Mourinho, and you were the one who's, well, you and my brother have always been saying that, you know, you would like to see Jose Mourinho taken over at Arsenal. But when you see like the style of play, when you consider the players that he has at his disposal, especially the front three, right? And then you see how they play. Me personally, I'm glad we didn't get him when I see that, because I'm like, you've got. I mean, you saw from the last 10 minutes if you're a bit braver, but they didn't go for it, did they?
No, I'm not going to lie. He stunk out the Emirates today, man, and. Look, at times, he's not the manager that he used to be. I think we can all agree on that. He's not the manager that he used to be. I just felt at the time when Emery left, you know, there were a few viable options. I liked Ancelotti as well. But listen, I've always said, and I will always say this, I don't mind being proved wrong if it's to the benefit of our football club. I don't mind if Mourinho flops and Arteta takes us on to great heights. So I've got no problem eating humble pie. What I will say, look, today was a vital victory for us, man, because I have to admit before the game I was a little bit nervous. I saw their front three. He even put Lucas Moura in the 10, so I thought they were going to really have a go at us. And then obviously the whole situation with Aubameyang pre-game, that kind of came out of nowhere. We're like, what? Aubameyang's been dropped? I was losing my head. I'm not going to lie. I was losing my head. But having listened to the story and read it, I think Arteta's right. I think... you know, at that level of any type of professionalism, you can't consistently turn up late on a match day as well. And you're the captain. You're setting the example to everyone else. So in the end, I think he was right to drop him. I think he had to show him who was in charge. And I think the only thing about today, I felt like we could have won more comfortably at times.
Yeah.
First off, I think the one where Lacazette dummied it, I couldn't believe as a striker he was letting that ball go. Like, he must have thought someone was behind him, but it was a very important victory. What I will say, just in perspective, I'm not going to go over the top because the reality is we're still 10th in the league. You know, I'm not going to do the take your time with it dance and all that. You know, I'm not going to that point. But listen, it's always nice to show them, you know, what's what in North London. You know, 3-point collectors. Even when we're not playing well, we dealt with them. So it was an important victory for us.
I think the thing about it, right, which was very encouraging for me to see, excuse me, and I've seen it over, I'd say since, all right, we've seen it since Chelsea, but in particular, since that Wolves game, Arsenal seem to be a team now that they're starting quicker, they're on the front foot, and they're looking to take the game to teams. The only game we didn't really see that in was in City. The City game, we were a bit lackluster in the Villa game, but we kind of gave away that goal and then they shut the game down. But in a lot of other games, Arsenal are on the front foot. They did it against Wolves. They did it against Leeds. I'm even the other day against Burnley, even though we didn't get the win, they're looking to be on the front foot and attack teams, which earlier on in the season we weren't seeing that. And I think Smith Rowe, Odegaard today, again, their energy, there was the patterns of play. I mean, Partey makes a difference as well in that midfield. There are reasons to be optimistic if we can add to what we're trying to do.
I mean, look, Rob, you know, I've been one of Arteta's biggest critics and, quite openly, although I always feel like I've been fair, but I will be honest. I have seen improvements. I am seeing an improvement. I feel like he was always going to have this kind of struggle due to the fact he'd never been a manager and he had so much to deal with at one time. But I'm starting to see improvements, little patterns of play. You know, I'll be honest, you can see I got Pepe behind me. When Pepe wasn't playing, I'm like, raw, the man's playing Smith Rowe left wing. But Smith Rowe and Tierney, they annihilated that Doherty today. Like, you know what I mean? Tierney was ripping him apart. Smith Rowe's drifting inside. Odegaard looks good. So listen, I think I'm starting to see now with Mikel Arteta what he is trying to do long term. So I will defend him in that sense. And if the board do back him properly in the summer, then maybe long term we are getting somewhere. What my frustration has always been is I felt this season, even though he's building and he needs time, I felt we shouldn't be as low as we are. We went to 15th. We've been mid-table for a little while now. And I know we've spoken about it many times before, but when you look at teams like West Ham, I just see a team that is not better than Arsenal. They are not better than Arsenal, in my opinion. So my frustration is like, well, why are we 10th? We've got this manager who a lot of people rating. We've got some good players. We know we've got certain weaknesses that need addressing. But I still genuinely believe we're a better team than 10th. But listen, 100%. If we can win that Europa League, because to me, a lot of people say you can't win it. I think the tournament's wide open. You know, I think United, Tottenham, Arsenal, a couple of other teams, Ajax, maybe Villarreal with Emery. I think that tournament's winnable. If we get a little bit of luck in the draw as well and a couple more teams play each other, it's not impossible for us to win it. And that would rescue our entire season if he won that and got us back in the Champions League. But no, listen, Arteta, I'll give him credit where credit's due. He was brave today with the performance and the team selection. It must have took a lot for him to leave Aubameyang, out.
And I mean, it's, listen, we're not really talking about it with that much energy now. Had it have gone wrong today, it would have been a different story, and everybody would be saying, So, he is making some brave decisions, and that was a very, very brave decision to leave Aubameyang out today. But now, he's going to be looked upon well done to you. I think you make a great point, and I agree with you. And I'm a big supporter of Aubameyang, but if you're the captain, or if you're the leader in any business or any organization, if anything, you should be the first one there, not the last one. And if he's a repeat offender of it as well. And the one thing I know about Arteta, that when he was a captain at Arsenal, they said he was always the first guy there. He was always the guy telling people to smarten up his suit and things like that. He's a disciplined guy.
Yeah. No, I'll be honest. Do you know what? I was very disappointed when that story came out because I didn't think Aubameyang was like that. I got to be honest. I thought he was mature now. He was the captain. He's seen as the leader of the group. And we've got a lot of young players. And I know even as a youngster coming through at a lot lower level than this, that you look up to them kind of players. So when you see him doing that, and this guy's all over the net in gold Lambos and that, well, you need to get there on time in that car, bro. So, no, listen, it'll act as a wake-up call for him. What I hope is that it's not blown up now. Because we've won the game, I don't think it's as big. I don't think it would.
Yeah, I get the feeling that the easy way to calm this is just for him to play on Thursday. Yeah, which he probably will. And then maybe get a goal, and it's all, he does an interview afterwards and says, it's all cool and we just want to win games, but if it, like I said, it was a brave decision, because had it have gone the other way, there'd be about 10 streams this week on the whole situation.
Exactly. Arteta out and this, that, the other. I think the one thing I want to see from Arsenal, just one thing, we've got to stop killing games off. Tottenham, for me, were there to just be finished off. They were poor today.
Should have finished them in the first half. Should have been finished. I mean, even when they got that goal, it was completely against the run of play. We should have finished them in the first half. We didn't. And if you don't do that against teams that have quality players, they can do nothing. Like Harry Kane, he did nothing all game, but then give him a free kick at the end of the game, he hits the post. You know what I mean? So you've got to kill these better teams off. If you kill them off, you get the win. But you've got to kill them off.
I thought Gabriel was immense today. Gabriel.
Again.
He pocketed Kane today, to be honest. And Kane should have been sent off for that elbow as well.
Well, Curtis, listen, it's great. It's great victory. And let's move on to Thursday. Hope we get win then.
Yeah, bro.